My name is Aran. This is Kay, and you tuned in to KTV.
KTV by Kaylin Scott is designed to showcase the next big names in our culture. And here, you might run into your next favorite rapper, producer, entrepreneur, and the list is endless. If you think you turned, come sit down, let's talk.
KTV, baby, the motherfucking pretty guy, and you watch KTV.
Hey yo, this is PJ Bird, and you're watching KTV.
Same lady ripping Texas boy. Watching KTV.
Hey man, it's Robbie Puerto Rico, Sun Guard, Mr. No Support, and right now you watching KTV. Yeah!
What's up with it, man? It's Dead Motherfucker, man. Y'all watching KTV.
What up, this is Sam McGuavin, and you're watching KTV.
From Mercedes Letterman, aka Cody Banks, and we are live on KTV. Check in, man. It's going down.
Seeing for people, man. This is Ericaaaran, and you're watching KTV.
Erica.
Hi, Pooh.
Welcome to my show. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, for y'all who don't know, but you've been new. If you didn't know, now you know, but you've been new. I'm not even gonna lie to you. My dog, Erica Aran. I'm trying to know though. Let's get in your business, baby.
In my business.
Let's get in your business, baby.
In my business.
We want to know what's going on. So you from Houston?
I am.
What side of Houston you from? Everybody love to say they from Houston and they be from Cypress.
Girl.
So,
well, I'm from Houston, but I'm from Mo City. Because people love to say that Mo City is not Houston.
Okay. You say Beyonce. So like as far as like the other people coming out of Houston, especially like Mo City, like you know, like Travis Scott. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like of course, like Travis Scott. So like, what is that? Like, what does that mean to you? Like, just for him to be like, basically like one of the hottest rappers right now. Like,
yeah, like
right
I said earlier, nothing is impossible. Yeah. Like, you know, these people are from where I'm from. They doing what I do right now, so it's not impossible. Y'all gonna know my name. I have a album in the works.
Okay. That's how I was like, when can we expect something like new, pleasant coming up? Like, what are we waiting for?
It is in the works right now.
Okay.
So I've been vocal training with Coach Roxy. If anybody needs some vocal training, go hit her up.
Shout out to Coach Roxy.
Yeah, she's amazing. And so we're in the studio pretty soon to start recording. I'm still kind of, I don't know, I have, of course, a full project created already, or in my head it's created, it's written, everything's done.
You got everything done in your head.
But I am still like writing, so there's not really anything set in stone yet.
Yeah.
So there's stuff still changing, but
okay.
Yeah, that's what we're working on right now.
All right.
I just got.
Do we have a time frame on like when that's gonna come out? Like
time frame. I don't right now, and I'm not even going to make any expectations.
Okay,
so
no, that's cool.
That's
time
frame, but as soon as I have one, everyone will know.
Yeah. Okay. But you did say you have a Pandora station now, so as well as all other streaming platforms, we can type in Erica Aran.
Pandora, you can type in Erica.
She got her own radio
on Pandora.
On Pandora,
now.
wow, that's major.
Let's go.
No, for real, that's crazy. Like, what does that mean to you, though? Like, just to have that on there. Like,
that's pretty big. I've always.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and people really think it's something difficult to do. It's not very hard to do, but it's a big accomplishment to know that, you know, my stuff is in the shelf foremost. Beyonce, of course.
Okay.
Because she's from where I'm from.
No,
I feel like she paved the way for me.
No, for real.
And she'll see it sooner than
you know
later.
we in the city. You know we at. You know we be.
You know, and so I feel like she did what she had to do at that moment in time of her life.
Yeah.
So that I could do what I have to do at this moment in time of my life.
Okay.
So I'm very grateful for that woman.
Shout out to Beyonce.
Jasmine Sullivan, of course, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu. The list goes on. Alicia Keys. I listen to these people growing up, so it's like it's not impossible to be where you are.
Yeah.
Like I know that if I work my ass off, I can do the same stuff. I can get the same money, if not more. I can exceed expectations of so many people like they do, if not more.
Yeah.
So it's not impossible. That's really the goal that I got out of it. Like, nothing is impossible. You can do whatever you want to do.
Have you always felt that way, like in your music? Like, have you always been like?
No, of course not. I've been, you know, in moments where I'm in limbo, and I have those times where I'm like, damn, this shit is not real. Like, I'm not really gonna be able to do this. But for real though, like,
yeah, like you had an album coming out, like
that's crazy.
Like, that's major, yeah.
It's really crazy, and so to say that, it's like I've really been mistakenly saying like, oh yeah, I'm about to come out with another EP. And I'm like, oh shit.
It's an album.
It's an album,
yeah.
sis.
Like, and that's like, yeah, like it's an album, sis. Stop
you know.
Stop
So
playing with
it's
that
a pretty
girl.
big deal.
She
But
in album mode.
yes, it's a pretty big deal, but it's eye opening. It's motivating to know that I can say I'm like Erica Aran is doing this. Like I'm working on an album. It's dope.
Yeah.
Because I done been through,
Yeah.
had to come through.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a big accomplishment.
Yeah. And what would you say, like, to your younger self or to somebody that looks up to you, that is looking up to you, that's in a younger age, you know, aspiring to one day have their own Pandora radio, one day to, you know, possibly make their own album that's from Houston, that's from where you're from. Like, you know, it might be your little cousin or somebody you know they look up to, somebody you're real close to. But like, what would you say to that person? Just like they going through something, and I know you've been through a lot of stuff, like especially recently. So that's why I'm like, what would you say to that person? Like that needs that push. So sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to get up, you don't want to do it.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. Whomever they may be, because there's a bunch of, you know, little girls. There's a bunch of people that ask me things and come to me all the time. But
yeah,
I would say, for one, keep God first. Because without foundation, you can't build a house.
Yeah.
Therefore, I say that to say, without God, I can't go. I can't do. When I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it, and I'm not going to do anything. But with the power of God, He gets me going. So that's that's first and foremost.
Yeah.
But I would also just say one day at a time. Go through the storm, so that whenever the sun shines and your rainbow comes out, you can feel that treasure at the end. Like it's like, dang, you know, I'm here now. I can sit right here and do this with you in front of the skyline and feel comfortable, because I know that it was a point in time where I was scrambling some stuff together to make a background, so I can get a little quick video in. You know what I mean? But you know, I would just say one day at a time. Don't try to rush anything, because at the end of the day, everything is on God's time. Just to make things in one big circle, it's all on God's time. So you have no control over what it is that you really want ultimately. At the end of the day, it's going to be what He wants, and you'll find a way to want what He wants, and it's going to be something that you love overall.
Tell us about like your personal life. Like, we want to know everything. So like, a relationship, single. If we throw a stoplight party right now, like what color you wearing?
What stoplight party? Oh no!
What color you wearing?
I'm gonna say this. I'm not in a relationship.
Okay.
I'm not.
So you wearing yellow. So you wearing yellow.
I'm gonna wear yellow because I'm not really interested, but I'm not single. But I'm not.
The stoplight party means red mean go. Yellow means it's complicated.
It's complicated, and I can't talk about it.
What's she wearing?
Period.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm in a situation with someone special, and I like it, and I just want to take it slow, so I'm gonna be quiet.
She ain't trying to get in trouble, y'all. She ain't trying to get in trouble. I'm gonna be quiet. So you're not answering DMs since you started out there.
Yeah, don't DM me.
Don't DM her. She's not answering.
Nah, I might like it. But you're gonna be mad.
Ariel liked your message. You heard it here first. Don't DM me. You're gonna get embarrassed. Okay. Don't DM me. You're gonna get embarrassed.
No, seriously. Please don't. I just don't even want to cause that confusion in your life.
Type of energy.
I know what it is.
I don't need that type of energy with me. So, like, as far as people that have influenced you, like, what would you say are like some of your major influences? As far as, like, you don't have to say music, but like as far as like just motivated you, you know, just like who supports you, like just like
yeah, absolutely. sure my parents. You know, they're not here with me, but they are in a much bigger place than me.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's off rip, first and foremost. And, you know, this is a very new season of my life. It's different. I am, you know, I'm an adult, obviously, but I am very much so an adult now. I don't have mommy and daddy to run to anymore. So, it's a big change, but I'm learning how to turn it into, you know, motivation rather than
This is why I wake up every morning, basically.
Type of situation. Like, I have to do this because they gave me this opportunity.
You don't have...
And I don't want to discipline.
You don't have no kids of your own, just like to motivate you. Like, you don't have
Exactly. So there's steps into adulthood for me, because, I mean, everybody goes to their own adulthood, like, entrances, I guess. Mine was a little different because I just kind of lost my mom, so I had to learn the responsibilities, learn, you know, I had to pick up on these things that she was doing, and it wasn't difficult, nor was it a slap in the face, because I was kind of prepared for it, but when it did happen, it kind of caught me off guard, and I wasn't ready. But, you know, as you have no other choice but to wake up day by day, you have no other choice but to do it. So I just literally wake up every morning and I pray and I thank God for another day, and I ask Him to give me strength to be able to endure the things that He's going to bring me today. Because who knows what's going to happen.
Right, like you really don't know. Like even when it comes to like people that you've been knowing, like y'all might have some type of issue. You don't know if those people gonna be here tomorrow. You don't know if you're gonna be here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I try not
really
to have so much confrontation all the time. Like, it's not worth it. It's really not.
You're inspiring. It's a career. Like, so how did you fall in love with music? Like getting into music. Like, how did you know that this is what you want to do?
It was more so escape for me. When I lost my daddy, I was 6. So I wasn't really, you know, I was singing, but I wasn't writing no music or nothing like that. But when I got, like, about 10, 11, I started to write, like, my emotions, my feelings, and things of that nature, and, like, song.
Yeah.
And it would make me feel better. So I was just kind of doing it out of hobby at that point. But then it started to make itself something, and, like, in middle school, I, like, wrote a little song and sang it in choir, and everybody went crazy, and it was just really amazing. So I like the feeling when I sing, especially when I sing something that nobody has heard, and the reaction that I get.
How they feel when they hear that.
So that feeling continuously motivates me. Keep doing that. Keep writing how you feel, because somebody feel that same way, of course.
Yeah.
But, you know, not to sound cliche, but somebody really does feel that same way.
Yeah.
And you just don't even know how life-changing your words can be to somebody. You know, regardless if it's a song or, you know, you just doing an interview, whatever the case may be, I get my biggest motivation. That's how I can continue to go, and why I started writing. Because I feel that every day. Like, keep doing this. Somebody feel it.
Yeah. I definitely understand that, just because, like, you'll hear stuff. It don't even have to be like your genre of music, but like literally it could be, you know, when you listen to the gospel music, to a country song, when you listen to your favorite rapper, like, you know, they some you gonna connect with somebody,
right? And I'll write something off of that. Like, I'll turn something I heard Lil Baby say into a whole R&B song. You know what I mean? Like little stuff like that.
With Lil Baby, like the song, you know, the bigger picture. Just think about like how epic that song is. You know what I'm saying? And like Michael Jackson, like. They don't really care about us, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, just think about how epic that song is, and at times like these, like those are the songs that kind of like, you know, help us get through stuff. So, would you think you would put your feelings about those type of things? You think you would ever do that?
Right, absolutely. Like on this album, there will be a referenced song for the specifics, but yeah, definitely. And as far as my feelings towards everything going on, my condolences to everybody that's lost somebody due to all of this craziness. But I don't know. I feel like we got to do better. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, we just got to do better. But it's really like find out.
Like seek attention, like
because
they're not
we
trying
here
to teach
to
us
answer
nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
all questions.
They don't want you to know your history. Like, so it's just like it is important. Like.
Right, and know your rights. Black people know your rights. And I really want to stress that because a lot of people will say very quickly that, you know, she made it and doesn't do anything anymore.
Cap.
And it's
Cap.
so cap because
That's
she
cap.
does give back to her community just
That's
because
cap.
she's not here, you know, in our faces, walking the streets with us every day doesn't necessarily mean that she's not doing nothing. But when I specifically say she paved the way, no, she wasn't, you know, at Lamar High School walking down the halls like me, but you feel me? She, you know, came up from the same hoods that I was in. Like, she was, you know, in this space that I'm in, doing the same thing that I do.
Yeah.
And she is a big motivation to me. So, you know,
I say that all the time too.
extremely.
Like, just like, I feel like just having that plug-in, like just being from Houston, like, cause you know, like when you leave the city and then anytime anybody's like, "Oh, you from Houston?" Like that's like you automatically like, that's already like a that's already like a
exactly.
Especially being a female from Houston, bro.
It's
like,
noticeable.
People don't understand, like.
Yeah, and then when you do go somewhere else, you kind of like an alien in their space because it's like, who is this person? Like,
why she's so cool?
Why she's so cool? She's so pretty. She's so cool and just chill. Like
she ain't pressed by nothing. What's up with her? It's in the water.
It's in the water.
It's in the water, bro. I don't know what it is. Like,
for real.
It's just like it's crazy. Like I feel like being from Houston and just having that, you know, stronghold behind you. Because, you know, like, even with Megan, like, as soon as you get your city behind you, bro, as soon as you can get Houston to support you, that's all you need, bro. Like,
you got Houston to support.
Houston is a major plug-in. Like,
they're going to support
Houston is very, very, very diverse. Like, it's not just the black community. Like, you don't know who listens to your music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't know. Like, so it's just
literally, I don't know.
Yeah, but
every day it's something new.
It's a new time from where I'm from. You have to, whatever you're going through, bro, like, you talking about it, like, I'm feeling what you're feeling still, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't have to be from the same place. Y'all don't have to be the same color. Like, that music just, that music bring people together. That music bring people together, and whether you step in, you dancing, or whatever you're doing.
Or just chilling and listening.
Thank you.
It really don't even matter what you're doing. You just do it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, we will stay tuned.
We already tapped in on the selfie. Now you gotta see what the portrait is. You already want to see what we're doing, so now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Here we go. Exclusive.
It's understood.
Ooh.